Are you serious? Are you serious? This is a very serious situation. A bus crash, of course, happening down in Mexico. People on a cruise ship. The cruise ship, of course, docks in Mexico. People are taking a bus on a day trip, but the bus crashes in Mexico. And it's a very serious situation here. 12 people are dead. About 18 of them are injured in a horrific bus crash. At least 12 people have died when the bus carrying a cruise ship of passengers from South Florida flipped over on the highway yesterday afternoon, en route to the Mayan ruins there in eastern Mexico. The nationalities of those who died have not yet been fully confirmed. I know that 4 of them were Canadians. 4 were Canadians. Among the injured were also 7 Americans. There was also 2 citizens of Sweden. And the U.S. Embassy spokesman said in an email statement that the United States officials are in contact with local authorities and are working with them to determine if there were U.S. citizens on board. We express our condolences to all those affected by this tragedy. The cause of the accident, which occurred on the highway there, and is still under investigation. The bus was headed to the ruins there of the Mayan Indians, 110 miles south of Tulum, Mexico. The bus carrying 31 passengers, according to a statement from a government official, says that 12 passengers were killed and 18 were injured. And among the passengers killed was also a girl. She was under the age of 18. Now, the injured were taken to hospitals. The majority of the passengers came from 2 ships belonging to the Miami-based Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, the Celebrity Equinox, and the Serenity of the Seas, which are both 7-night Royal Caribbean cruises. The company said 23 passengers on the bus came from one bus from Celebrity Equinox. Okay, the rest from the other cruise ship. They had departed. They were scheduled to depart. They departed last Friday from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, here's what's really weird, folks. Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines has a floating petri dish out there. They have a boat that's got over 332 passengers sick with the flu. That's happening right now. And that boat, that cruise line, that ship left the same port. So Royal Caribbean had a boat leave the same port, which is Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, a Royal Caribbean cruise, and 332 of those passengers got extremely ill with horrific stomach virus and massive sickness. That was on one boat, a Royal Caribbean cruise. This is 2 other Royal Caribbean cruise ships who left the same port, Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And these 2 cruise ships land in Mexico. People get on a bus to go see the Mayan ruins. The bus crashes. 12 are dead and 18 are injured. This is some really, really terrible news. We really need some prayers to go out right now for the families of the victims. Please pray for the families. This is horrific news. Your families are out there. They're going on vacation. They're taking cruise ships. They're going to go see things. They're on buses. They don't expect to get sick like that on a boat, or they don't expect to have an accident and your family be killed. So 12 are dead, 18 are injured. We need you to pray for the injured. Some of them are critical. This is a very serious situation down in Mexico. Breaking news. We'll tell you more about this and other things taking place. Of course, the Atlanta airport going black in the international terminal. Not even the backup generators work. Not even a exit sign. Strange, doesn't make sense, very strange. And then, of course, this train that derails off the track in Washington State, right on top of Interstate I-5. Very strange, sabotage. Yes, the train was going faster than the speed limit, but it shouldn't have done this. Sabotage, first reports by the government. So there's a lot of strange things happening out there that we really need to pray about, folks. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the days of chaos, the end times.